Quinn had finished unpacking. He could do what he wanted for the rest of the day. He had plenty of time to explore the academy. Quinn ended up with 2 roommates. Surprisingly, he knew both of them, Vorden and Peter. The room was mostly empty, except for 3 beds, 3 cupboards, and 3 desks. The rooms were designed for efficiency. The academy's schedule was grueling. Quinn knew they wouldn't be spending much time in their rooms. Vorden threw himself on a bed.
What do you guys want to do then?
Peter blushed.
I'm still unpacking, but you 2 don't have to wait for me. Feel free to go out and explore.
Peter opened up a little to the 2 of them. He didn't like talking at first, but he began to feel comfortable over time. However, Peter generally directed his words to Quinn, since they were both level 1s. Quinn didn't like the idea of getting stuck with Vorden alone.
I was thinking of heading to the library, but it'll probably be boring for you.
Vorden jumped off the bed.
Boring? Please, I can make anything fun. Besides, I haven't read a book in,
Vorden paused for a while.
I can't even remember the last time I read a book.
The 3 of them laughed. Quinn relaxed a little. He and Vorden headed to the library. When they arrived, they found that the first floor was bustling with students. Quinn noticed that students sat around round desks. A glowing orb was in the center of every desk. Vorden noticed him staring.
You're probably wondering what those orbs are, right? They must not have them in public schools. If you touch an orb, it lets you create an isolated space. Inside, only invited people can hear each other. This way, people can chat as much as they want without disturbing others.
Whoa. Quinn was impressed at how far technology had evolved. Quinn and Vorden chose a table. 2 other people sat there too. Just as Vorden had explained, Quinn could see them talking, but couldn't hear a word. According to Vorden, the orb had a limited range and could only cover the surrounding tables, though. Quinn searched around the first floor of the library. He picked up as many books as he could find about abilities. Most of them listed and described common abilities. Vorden selected a fiction book to read. The 2 sat at their desks while Quinn buried himself in books. He skimmed through several, but he was unable to find a single ability that sounded like his. Vorden had kept a close eye on Quinn.
What's with all the books? Are you looking for something in particular? Maybe I could help.
Quinn thought about it. Given Vorden's ability to copy people's powers, he should be quite knowledgeable about abilities. Quinn decided it was worth the risk. He wasn't going anywhere on his own.
I was trying to decide what ability to get since I've turned down the school's offer.
Vorden grinned.
Oh, right. I nearly forgot about that already. To be honest, I thought you might have been one of those pure members who hates abilities. Turns out you just didn't want to become a dog for the military. Well, is there anything specific you're looking for?
Quinn kept the lie going.
Not really. Although, I found something very interesting in one of these books. Have you ever heard of an ability that is weaker when the user is in sunlight?
Vorden laughed.
What? Are you crazy? I've never heard of something like that. Abilities adapt to our bodies. Sure, some people have limits and can't adapt to stronger abilities, but for someone to get weaker because of the sun? Are you sure you didn't accidentally grab a book about vampires?
Quinn felt embarrassed by Vorden's reaction. Of course, he understood this reaction was pretty normal. Would he have reacted any differently if someone had asked him about an ability that grew stronger during the full moon? Unfortunately, all of Quinn's stats were halved when in direct sunlight. Reality didn't change just because it sounded silly. He continued to look around the library to see if there was anything else he could find. He finally went through the last book on abilities, without success. Quinn considered trying his chances on the second floor, where the second-year students were. Quinn thought to himself, trying to find a solution.
Maybe there's something up there, but I can't imagine what the Academy would do to me for breaking the rules on the first day. I might already be on their radar for refusing their Earth ability book. No reason to make them any more suspicious.
Running out of options, he considered what Vorden had said. Perhaps he really should venture into the fiction section and see if he might be lucky. His ability did sound fantastical. What was the worst thing that could happen? A book titled The Truth About Vampires immediately caught his interest. Quinn took out the book and read it quickly. Despite how powerful abilities were, no one ever came forward as a vampire. After skimming through the book, Quinn found most of it useless. A lot of the things that vampires didn't relate to him at all. Vampires needed to drink human blood. Some could transform into bats and cast illusions, while others were skilled with the sword and hypnosis. Quinn had none of those things. The one thing he could relate to was being weakened by the sun. Quinn decided to close the book and call it a day. He doubted he would find anything on the first floor of the library. Quinn heard a familiar sound as soon as he closed the book. A notification appeared in the corner of his eyes again.
You have gained more knowledge about the system. 10 XP received. 15 out of 100 XP.
What? Quinn blurted out.
Subscribe now and start watching free episodes of the #1 fantasy show in this YouTube playlist. For the full story, click the link in the description, download the Pocket FM app, and watch all episodes of My Vampire System.